9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
We did it. We did it. I clicked all the right buttons. We're on YouTube. We are on Facebook. It's Hard Way Wrestling.
What up? What up?
Happy Thursday.
Oh, gosh. Is it Thursday? Wow.
It is
Yep.
Thursday. It is Thursday. It is Thursday. Yeah, it's not Friday. It's not Wednesday. You know what day it is.
It's Throwdown Thursday.
It's
Throwdown
Thursday.
Or
No,
depends-
I thought that was Throw Up Thursday, but
Well, I mean, that depends on how much you drink on Friday.
So when you drink on Friday, you go backwards in time and you throw up on Thursday? Cool.
I mean, I do.
If
I
you
do.
drink enough, you might not know what day you're throwing up on.
True story. We got two. You got two viewers on Facebook. Make sure you guys check in and say hello. 7 views right now. We are 7 views on the book. I'll never understand why people just don't say anything. They come into the chat on YouTube and they don't say shit. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Yeah, weird.
It's guys, we interact with everybody on both YouTube and Facebook. So
We're trying. I mean, we haven't gone live on YouTube for a while because why?
Yeah.
I mean, we are building our audience on YouTube. We are 209 or whatever. We picked up a couple more this week. I'm sure it's because we were tearing up Jericho, and
Yeah.
we'll go from there. And you know what? What a great segue. Let's go ahead and get into Chris Jericho. We talked about it on Monday. There was some allegations with Kylie Ray and Chris Jericho. There was supposedly an NDA. I heard it over the weekend from the pay-per-view. I started doing a little bit of research. I followed this Nick Houseman from the House of Wrestling. And then yesterday, this smug prick walked back his fucking comments. So in this business, no, this is an opinion show, right? This is all this is, opinion show. I have a couple of sources, and I'm not going to tell you my sources today on this part of the story, but I do have a couple sources that I get a little bit of information from every once in a while. I happen to know one of my sources happened to tell me that send me a picture of the belt of Samoa Joe on Saturday right before the fucking show started. So I knew because I actually messaged Ricky. I was like, "Hey man, can I change my answer?" Because I think I picked MJF. But yeah. Anyway, a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend does belts for AEW, and kind of give up that information. Anyway, so
You were too late to get that request in.
Too late to get that. Next time, I'll be way ahead of the game next time. So here's where I'm going with this. We all do research. I've never really listened to anything that the House of Wrestling does. But he was the one who kind of not broke the story, but kind of got it out there more or made it more relevant. So I was checking on Twitter and checking it, and people were pretty much just shitting all over Houseman for this information. Then I went back and found that he had basically said that he doesn't like Chris Jericho, so he just kind of starts some shit.
Well, it got him some heat.
Well, it got him a ton of heat. It also got me a little bit of heat. I had some people sending me messages like, "What the fuck, dude? We don't even know the answer." So here's how I usually do. I get a lot of information from Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful Select. Best $5 in the business. If you don't subscribe, you should. He's excellent. He's got a lot of insight. He's got a lot of insight to the business. He's got some people, a lot of people on the inside, and usually whatever Sean says is true. He's not one of those guys that goes out there and spreads rumors, throws darts or shit at the wall and see if it sticks. He's not that guy. So, but a lot of these other guys are, and the Houseman from the House of Wrestling, Nick Houseman, right? Is that what it is, Nick Houseman?
Yeah, Nick Houseman.
Friend of CM Punk, homeboy of CM Punk. He has a podcast called Rumors and Innuendos. And I've never listened to it before. I listened to it this week a bunch because I was trying to get to the bottom of this Kylie Ray and Jericho stuff. And he's very opinionated, and I believe he is so opinionated to the point where he believes his own fucking bullshit. So in my mind, he started some shit that never should have been fucking started. Now, Chris Jericho was not on Dynamite yesterday.
Nope.
This story came from somewhere. We don't know where it fucking came from yet. It will come out eventually. There is an NDA against Chris Jericho. I'm positive of that. That much I think I know. I don't know. Hold on, Scotty. I don't know if it's about Kylie Ray or Kylie Jenner or Kylie Minogue or whoever. Pick a Kylie.
No, it's Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, I mean, that would make more sense if it was Caitlyn Jenner. But there is something going on out there. I don't know if we know the whole story. I don't know if Houseman spoke out of school and he shouldn't have said what he said, and then he kind of walked it back a little bit. Possibly. I don't know the whole story. It will come out. But I do have a source that worked with Kylie Ray, and Kylie Ray said it's the only reason why she left, and I posted a video on our Facebook page, or our YouTube page, and said that she left AEW because of anxiety. She has anxiety. It was a little more than what she thought it was going to be. I'm not sure what the fuck she thought she was going to get in when she was getting into a company that was run by the Young Bucks and Cody and I mean, some of the biggest names in wrestling. And again, this is not her first rodeo with leaving a fucking company, right? I believe she was WWE. She left WWE, right? She was NXT, right? Was she in NXT?
I honestly didn't even realize she was in WWE.
Yeah,
I didn't do this part of the research, and I'm going to. 5 companies is what I'm hearing that she's just walked out on.
Damn.
For whatever reason. So maybe it is an anxiety thing. Maybe she is that person that just gets overwhelmed and can't deal with whatever's going on, right? So again, but underlining story, right? They're walking all this information back, and we've heard nothing else about it. The number one thing in my mind is Sean Ross Sapp said absolutely nothing about this. If he's not talking about it, it ain't fucking relevant. And that's how I look at it. If Sean Ross Sapp isn't giving out the information or saying that he knows something or blah, 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 it ain't fucking true. Something's not right about this situation. So, Scotty, go ahead and say what you were going to say.
All right. Now, like you said earlier, this is an opinion show, so I'm going to give my opinion here. There's no fact to this, but here's where there's 2 interesting things to this story that get me. Okay, if Houseman's talking out his ass, which again, I talk out my ass all the time. People do that. They make things up to create sensationalism. That's one thing.
Yeah, but you're always right, Scotty.
Yeah, I am always right.
Scotty always knows. Scotty always knows.
Yeah. But here's where it gets interesting to me. All right. The first thing is that Jericho never came out and said, hey, this is BS. There is no NDA between me and Kylie Ray. I have never had her sign anything. This, that, and the other thing. And to me, and Ricky, you did say it the other day.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty. Now, here's my caveat. And again, this is my opinion, but silence confirms guilt, in my opinion. That being the fact that, I'm not saying that it's with Kylie Ray, but I am thinking that Jericho didn't come out and defend himself because there are other NDA. There's either one NDA or other multiple NDAs present that other people could call him out on. So therefore, he decided to just not say anything and not risk getting backlash off of that. But number 2, and this is something else. And again, I'm not saying I disagree with your source, Jason. Again, opinion here being said, because we don't know the whole story, we don't know the facts. But if somebody said something and it was assumed that I was involved in it, and I wasn't, I would come out and myself and say something like, so why didn't Kylie Ray say, hey, no, this story isn't true. There's no NDA between me and Jericho. That's another interesting question to me, is if somebody's saying something that's factually untrue, I would come out and say something about it, especially if on the other end of that party, like in Kylie Ray's case, I'd want to say something. Like, I want the air clear so that people, again, I'm not going to tell people why I left a company, but I'm not going to come out there. I'm not going to let a rumor about myself be out there if there's no substance to it. And, so again, it
I don't
raises
agree.
two.
I don't
with
agree.
Kylie, as stressed as she is with the anxiety issues she's apparently had over time, why would you want to put more focus on yourself to the world by coming out and saying something?
I don't subscribe to silence is guilt. I don't subscribe to that. I think that when you get to this level, this is Chris Jericho, right? This is Chris Jericho. This isn't Ricky Walker, right? Somebody says some shit about Ricky. Ricky wants to punch him in the fucking face and get it over with. That's how it is. Somebody says something about Jonathan Cross, I'm fucking throwing soap at him. That's just how it works.
That was a toothbrush.
Well, I got toothbrushes too, but I only hand them out to certain people that really fucking need them, right? There's a lot of gunk. Anyway, Chris Jericho was probably told by his lawyers and Tony Khan, hey, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, zip it.
We're going to handle it and let the truth come out. Because a lot of times, and I always equate this with poker or gambling or anything you got to do with the game that I'm one-on-one with you with or whatever. When you start talking, I can already analyze what you're saying. You know, all these internet detectives, these Twitter detectives or X detectives, as soon as you start talking, they're analyzing what you say and how you say it. And that almost at times makes you more guilty. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? They want to make sure, Chris Jericho has not always been the smoothest guy with words. Right?
Yeah.
So it's most likely that the lawyers told him, just stay quiet on this. We'll take care of it. The truth shall set you free, right? Or he's so guilty, he's not supposed to say anything. Like, I would shut the fuck up and say anything. So it's one or the other. But I don't always subscribe to if you don't say anything, you're guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, Ricky, I agree. I agree. But there's something
and this
here.
I think there's definitely going to be something behind the scenes on this. I mean, he's been a top player in the game for 30 years now. Damn well he's slipped up somewhere along the line, and it will only be a matter of time before it comes up and somebody brings it to surface.
Yeah. Again, maybe it's not Kylie Ray. Maybe it's Nyla Rose. I mean, we don't know who the fucking name is. Maybe they've gotten the names
Stephanie
wrong.
McMahon.
Yeah.
Maybe they're right. Yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Brandy. I mean, so we don't know. But we're gonna move on from the subject. When more shit comes out about this, we will discuss it. We will definitely discuss it. But again, we're an opinion show. We get our information from other people, and then we give you our opinion on it in a funny way a lot of times, because that's all I do is try to be funny. I don't have any fucking serious bones in my body. Even my dick bones fucking funny as shit. So all right, well, let's talk about a little free agent. We have some free agents that are just
free agent frenzy.
Let's not talk about free agents. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw and the return of a world champion. Jinder Mahal. Yeah, all right.
That
Jinder.
crowd was so disappointed. The reaction on everybody's faces was great.
Yeah. Jinder came out and go ahead.
I was just gonna say the thing that would have made it better is if they brought Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre.
3MB. You want to bring back 3MB?
That would have gotten the crowd going. I mean, the crowd would have just been flipping their lid if 3MB came back. But
I got kids, man.
God.
Right. So we got the return of The Rock on Monday Night Raw. The worst. We all love The Rock. Everyone loves The Rock. He's the guy's a fucking icon. This promo went too fucking long. This was the most ridiculous long promo ever. It took forever. He 10 minutes too long. He overstayed his welcome. And again, if I was in the building, it wouldn't have fucking mattered, right? It's The Rock, man. I've never seen The Rock live. Never seen The Rock live. So I think it would have been pretty awesome. But did you catch the whole thing, guys? Did you catch everything?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, his rendition of the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
Yes, his rendition. No, so barring all that stuff, because we knew Gender was going to get the people's elbow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think about what he said at the end? I'm going out to dinner afterward here in San Diego. I'm gonna go to a bar. I'm gonna go. Should I sit at a bar? Should I get a booth, or should I sit at the head of the table?
It got me a little bit excited because I'm thinking, please be a Mania Night 1 or 2 match.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be. It's probably going to be Mania Night 2 if I had to guess, because what they're going to do is Mania Night 1, Roman loses the belt, Rock's interference somehow, or like somehow, like even if it's not like a complete Rock interference, just somehow Rock costs Roman the belt. Now it's like, all right, this is on night 2. You know, it's all about family. It's all about, you know, the bloodline. It's all about, you know, who's really running the show. And yeah, I like, again, just like Ricky said, it got me. It's like, okay, all right, finally. And Jason knows this because Jason and I have stood down the Frito-Lay chip aisle talking about this incessantly for what, almost 2 years?
At least 2 years. 2 WrestleManias we've been talking about it. And I keep saying he's not coming back. He's not coming back. And I've been right so far. But now, Scotty, you might be right. You're wrong about this though. I don't think they main event night 2. I think they main event night 1. I don't think Roman loses his belt to The Rock. That's not going to happen.
No. Roman loses his belt night 1 to like Cody. And then it goes into night 2 where it's family versus family, blood versus blood. No belts, no stipulations, well, maybe a stipulation, but no belts, nothing on the line but pride is what I think they're going to do.
They could build it right if they do it that way. Because that would make sense.
You think Roman, who wrestled less than 20 times last year, is going to wrestle twice in one weekend? What is he? He's working for an indie fed?
Well,
yeah, he would make one hell of a payday.
He would make one hell of a payday, and if the rumors are true, he will not be in WWE too much longer. So him going into WrestleMania, like they're gonna have to get the belt off him at some point, anyways. So him going into WrestleMania, and you know, it's his last big. I mean, from everything I've heard, this is his last big send off. So you know, going into WrestleMania, yeah, they got to get the belt off him, but then they have the match with The Rock, and honestly, I don't know which way that's going to go, because usually somebody leaving the company goes out on his back, but you know, does Rock do the job for Roman on the way out, and you know, give Roman that last big, you know, hurrah at Mania? He's won, he's the official head of the table, and then sayonara, see you later. It's 50-50 flip a coin right now, because I don't know. I'm not sure what they're going to try to do. You know, the smart thing is if you're leaving, you put The Rock, your Rock goes over, but Roman's meant such a lot to the company in the last couple of years, especially like he's meant a lot to the company in general, but especially in the last few years, he's really been the centerpiece of the WWE. So I don't know which way they could go with this.
It's going to be Seth and Punk night 1, and Roman and
Cody night 2.
Roman. I don't think Cody's even in. I don't think he's in. I mean, where do you put? I mean, you're not. There's no money. There's money in Punk and Cody, but not right now.
Definitely not right now. No,
not right now.
Build that, but I don't see them again, I don't see them not taking the belt off Roman at Mania. I don't like they have to do it, especially after last year.
They're
They don't
chasing
have to do
Hogan's
it.
record.
And Hogan's record would be September 13th, I believe.
We're gonna get another year of Roman.
And my other thing is if Rock goes out putting Roman over at Mania, why would Roman step away now that he's done officially became the head of the table in his own family? He's definitely going to stick around to basically show that off and brag about it. So
Yeah.
I could see it on that side too, that he's not going out just yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I get that they're trying to chase Hogan's record, but I don't know. There's so many different ways they can go with this. And here's my thing: if they don't put the belt on Cody now, though, like it kills Cody in my view, because they had a year. They had a
I don't
year.
think so.
Oh, I think it does. They've had a year to really get this thing back. Get Cody's story back going again, and get that the feels up again for Cody and getting another title shot. And yes, you've got a lot of other factors. You got Randy coming back, you got Punk coming back, now you got The Rock coming back. So there's so many different ways that they could flip this around. But I and again, in my opinion, I think the only way this really works is Cody getting the belt at Mania. Because so here's the question for you then, Jason: if they don't do Cody Roman at Mania night one, what do they do? Like, do they just not talk about the fact that Roman's the Universal Champion and he goes into a match with The Rock? Because they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna have Rock Roman for the title. There's no
says it's gonna be Cody and Jinder.
I don't think they would go in with Rock versus Roman for the title, because you could almost gives it away that Roman's taking that match.
Yeah,
because I don't see them putting the belt on The Rock even for a short stint. He's a Hollywood guy. He's coming back for this payday to get this rivalry that everybody's been anticipating and wanting to see for years now.
So he wanted it 2 years ago. He wanted to do it, or was it last year? He wanted to do it because he wanted to win the title,
but he felt that he wasn't in wrestling shape.
Why he was doing Black Adam, all the junk.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and the WWE said no, because they're again, the story is Roman and his and the record. So
yeah.
So
I don't know. Again,
we'll see where it goes. But Ricky, for our sake, I hope we get him.
I do too. I'm trying to think way back when I was in high school. I'm pretty sure I did see The Rock live once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time coming.
Not me, buddy. I've never seen him live. Never seen him live. So, all right. Well, let's move on. We're going to get into free agents. Some have already landed places, and some on the fence, and one that's not anywhere yet, but supposedly. So, our first one is Mercedes Moné. She has signed a deal with AEW. I'm hearing it's 5 years, $25 million.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot of time.
This is what I honestly. It's okay. I know Tony can spend that kind of money, but that amount of money for. I'm gonna still call her Sasha Banks because that's how I know. I don't like the name Mercedes Moné. For signing Sasha Banks again, I like Sasha.
Car Edge.
Huh?
This is
Car Edge.
Well, JR's got to call her Sasha Banks anyway.
Definitely.
He calls all the ex-WWE stars by their WWE names.
Yeah. Didn't he one night say something about like being on Raw or something like that?
Yeah. No. JR said Kenny Omega was the WWE champion on Dynamite. Yeah. That's what it was.
But anyways, I like the $25 million over 5 years. Again, to me, and again, I like Sasha Banks' work. I like what she did in WWE. She's not worth that.
I never was a real big Sasha Banks.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, like she was again. She's okay for what she is, and maybe she'll be able to turn the women's side of things around a little bit. But she's not worth that kind of money. And not in a situation like this, like they're like
every
even
time her name comes into my head, all I hear in my head is Michael Cole going, the boss, the boss,
Yeah.
the boss.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Cole.
So I don't know what
she's the Taco Bell drizzling shits for me, like Bianca is to Brian Hardy.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far. I do like Sasha. I mean, she is the niece of Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg's got one of the best people's elbows in the business.
Well, get
now
Snoop.
there is a match I
Well,
want to see.
you get your sources, get Snoop on here, and we'll discuss this.
Yeah,
we'll see if Brian Hardy.
Yeah.
There's a match I would love to see at Mania: Snoop Dogg versus The Rock. Who's got the better elbow?
I want to see Snoop against R-Truth.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Let's hope that never happens. Main event, night 2. Andrade is leaving, or has his contract was up as of last year,
and he made his farewell statement with to Tony Khan and AEW, thanking them for his time. And from what I saw, there's speculation he could even return to WWE tomorrow on SmackDown.
So Andrade, supposedly Andrade was causing a bunch of shit in the back beforehand, but that's all rumor shit. We don't know. They'll probably. Well,
I was there for the DC show. What was that, a year and a half ago? I think, and I took Andrade.
Wasn't that last year?
It was.
No,
one last summer. No, this
went to a DC show.
No, this was
one without me with your son, I think.
Yeah, went with my son and my cousin to a DC show, and right after they booted Andrade out of the arena for smacking Sammy Guevara in the face, I got a picture of Andrade loading his gear into the back of his SUV right outside the parking deck that I was walking from.
Yeah, he's always been one Sammy Guevara smack in the mouth away from leaving anyway. Here's what Andrade put out to the company and our AEW. I want to thank you for the time that I belong to the company. This should be real interesting read. At AEW and above all to Tony Khan, I also wanted to say goodbye to all the talent, security people, cameramen, referees, everyone who worked in the company and being a part of my time in AEW. Kenny, Young Bucks, Taz, Shamani,
Steve-O,
Aubrey, Jerry, Hobbs, Hook, King. He just basically named off catering. Kingston, Ricky, Orange, Thunder. He just gave him first name. He's on first name basis for all these people.
He is.
He threw Jack Perry in there.
He didn't throw Sammy in there.
Yep, don't see Sammy in there. He named everybody except for Sammy, I believe. Sanjay and many more than I can name. Also, how to forget all the Mexicans. I would share the ring with Sting, Pac, Darby, Garcia, Jay, and many more. I would have loved to face Mox, Page, Hobbs, Ricky, Dante, Cage, Dustin. But thank you, AEW, and thank you to all the fans and support of always. I wish you all the best. He did name everybody in the fucking company except for Sammy Guevara.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't put at the very end, and fuck you, Sammy, at the very end, just for the heck of it.
That would have been great if he just said "fuck you, Sammy." We're all hearing the same thing. I got the rock up there. We're all hearing the same thing. We're all hearing that he is going back to the WWE. So, and probably with LWO. So, whatever. I'm not a big Andrade fan. I like that he's a hard hitting wrestler. I'm not a fan. He's not. It doesn't do it for me.
I mean, again, if he would learn to speak English correctly,
easy, bro, easy.
He can't even speak Spanish.
Yes, he does. A lot. Shinsuke barely speaks English. They got to give him subtitles now.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know if you can.
They
really...
got to get the delay on it though.
No, they've got to do. Oh gosh, I don't think we ever get away with this in this day and age. Now, remember Kai and Tai when they would do that?
Oh yeah.
They need to do that with Shinsuke. They need to have like him talk like, and then just have the Kai and Tai voices come on and translate. Oh god.
Yeah, I think maybe they put Shinsuke and Andrade in the tag team, and then we call them
Oh
good fucking
no.
luck.
Do they do that? Okay, I don't know if they still do this. Remember when they used to do the mixed match challenge where it was like intergender?
Yes.
Yeah.
They they need Shinsuke and Asuka. Oh my god, there's your new Kai and Tai right there. Shinsuke and Asuka. Oh my gosh.
All right. Deonna Purrazzo showed up on AEW last night. She is all elite.
Now,
And
where
the
was she
women's-
before? Was she in Impact?
She was Impact.
Yeah, she was
Okay.
Impact.
She's been in AEW before for a brief stint, but that was when
Yeah,
she was doing what was she doing? ROH at the time.
Yeah, and
she was already champion.
She was bopping in and out though. Like because we've seen her on AEW stuff in the past, but she wasn't fully under contract. So now the fact that she signed, that's a good pickup for AEW. I give them that.
And the women's division grows, and are they gonna know what to do with them?
I don't
Yeah.
know. There's
Question.
a lot of people in the back. That 9 o'clock or that 9:15 hour, quarter hour is going to be real fucking busy with one more girl.
Tony Khan's just gonna have women's battle royals every week. That's his only answer, probably to solve it.
I want them to bring back like mud wrestling and shit.
The great
Get, like,
Scotty wants the gravy bowl match.
No, do you guys remember? I don't know if you remember this. This is one of my earliest memories from watching SmackDown when they first came on UPN. It was so Jeff Jarrett was going to wrestle China for the IC title. Like he was IC champion, and China was challenging for it, and he had not Terry Round, Miss Kitty and Ivory.
Deborah.
No, Ivory. Miss Kitty
Yeah.
in a mud wrestling match, and China.
Is that where what's her name's tit fell out?
Yes, yeah. Well, it's one of the several times where her tits fell out. But no, on the China came down and knocked Jarrett into the mud pit, and at the same time, Moolah and Mae Young had come out. Jarrett had pushed them into the mud ring, and then Jarrett got knocked out. It was hysterical. But since Jarrett's in AEW now, they could reintroduce that whole gimmick, and have Jarrett be the woman hater again.
And get
do
zombie Moolah, zombie Mae Young, zombie Luthez.
Zombie China.
Oh, boy.
Easy.
Oh gosh.
You're walking the line there, Scotty.
Next free agent, but she's not up until March, I believe. Trinity Fatu, Naomi. So Ricky and I were having a little discussion earlier, and I just stopped the discussion because Ricky's wrong.
And I fell asleep.
2 years ago when they were doing the hiring freeze, Naomi was supposed to come back, and that's why they didn't bring her back.
Yeah.
So as of now, we don't know where she's going to go, but I would imagine if I was her, I'd go to AEW.
Why?
Okay. Yes, but at the same time, Andrade's coming back to AEW. Who's there? His fiance, girlfriend. WWE.
I say she goes back to WWE, turns heel, and goes to the Bloodline with Jimmy.
Yeah. I mean, that would be great. Most likely, she's going back to the WWE because now that they're not freezing anybody, and AEW did not, or WWE did not get Mercedes Moné.
There is an Impact pay-per-view coming up, I believe, on the 14th. Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill.
Yeah, and she takes on Jordan Grace for the Knockouts title. So
yes.
Okay.
So, but she hasn't signed either place yet, so we don't know. If she hasn't signed with Impact or TNN or tits and ass, whatever it's called. If she isn't signed with those, I would imagine she's going to drop that strap to Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
So
who knows?
we'll take her. We'll take her in WWE. A guy who showed up last night in New Japan or Wrestle Kingdom, Dolph Ziggler. I get this was the same. They dropped his wanted video. I don't know if you guys saw that. He had a promo video of him fighting a zombie, and he's like the most wanted man. I didn't download. I didn't cut the video to put up because it looked like a B-level zombie movie. But Dolph Ziggler in New Japan. I'm a little surprised, honestly.
I am too, quite honestly. Yeah. Honestly thought he was going to be in AEW because Ryan is under contract to AEW, correct? Ryan Nemeth, his brother?
Yeah.
Yes, but New Japan also partners with AEW. So
that is true. That is true. I just, I kind of figured he would, they'd put some money into him. Like, again, I figured they'd take half of what they gave Mercedes and put it into, like, if they wanted to sign Mercedes, fine. Then give her half and give Dolph the other half of that $25 million, and have both of them. But, I don't know. It's interesting in New Japan, but again, they do have a lot of top stars. They do have a presence worldwide. I mean, it's not as much here in America, but they still have a presence over here. So, and they do have the connection with AEW. I don't know. This could be very interesting to see what comes of this.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for Dolph. Let him get back into it. He's always been, as much as I give him shit for being a bubblegum mashup of HBK and Mr. Ass, he's always been a really talented wrestler, very good bumper in the ring.
And a very good.
I love Dolph. I like Dolph. I think he'll do well in New Japan. I think AEW is congested, and so is WWE. So this is a good spot for him to go.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he could bounce back and forth with AEW. They all have a good relationship. So maybe we see the Ziggler boys, the Nemeth boys, tag it up.
They get the spirit. They get the Spirit Squad back together and go for the trios.
I like it. Kurt Hawkins
They'll take the trios and the tag titles. They'll have all 5 title belts for the tag division.
All right. Well, that's going to do it here for our free agents. We're going to do our little segment. Let's just bring it up. All right, a little segment called Whoop Pow! All right. So I got some videos here that I scoured the internet for different videos of guys and girls getting their ass handed to them one way or another, and we call it Whoop Pow! So, and again, if you guys have any videos or clips that you want us to go over, you want to send it to me, send it to me here at hardwaywrestling98@gmail.com or Gmail. Yeah, it is gmail.com. Or you can just send it to me through Messenger. Don't send me Pornhub stuff. I mean, go ahead. It's fine. You can.
Yeah.
All right. So our first match. All right. Let's check.
Alexander just throws her across the ring.
Oh my God.
Alexander just throws her across the ring. Alexander just throws her across the ring.
Oh my God.
That was a hell of a Tilt World body slam.
Yeah, that was that some sort of Tilt World Falcon arrow. I mean, what was that? Anyway, all right. Next
championship in the three-way match, and now
looks like
oh my God! 1, 2, 3. That's championship in the three-way match, and now oh my God!
I don't know, but I like it.
That's championship in the three-way match, and now
and then she shoved her hand in her ass. So next clip we got this is definitely Noah. Oh my God, she's fucking dead. Why did that look like Sasha Banks? She's fucking dead.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was
Kenny Omega must have taught her that. That's the other V trigger.
This one here, this is this guy's dead.
God, there's the Owen Hart Stone Cold.
When you're taking the power driver, hands around the waist, you're fucked. Look at this guy's hands. He is out. Wow! So
I mean, it honestly looks like he was trying to go for a tombstone and then just put his, did his legs flat out instead of the kneel down.
Well, he did go for a tombstone. He just had to buy it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
All right, we got 3 more clips here. We got an Orange Cassidy, the Orange Punch on Willa Yuta. Ow! Right on the ropes. I saw this the other night. This is fucking awesome. Willa Yuta. Wow! Just bouncing off this fucking. It made my day.
So Orange actually hits an Orange Punch for once instead of whipping.
It looked. It actually looked good.
Yeah, that is pretty solid with the rope hit on the way down. Wheeler sold that really well.
I don't know if that was a sell. I don't know. All right, we got a double Wopal video here. We got one right here. Wow! He's like, oh, you gonna stay up? All right, well. The go to sleep into a pro wrestling note.
He's under the shoulder. It's
Kick that fucking eardrum out.
He's under the shoulder.
Wow! All right, last clip. This was my favorite. I found this one early in the week, and I could not wait to get this one out. I don't know where this is from, but I know where it's going. Leg drop off the top rope. Wow! And she bounced up onto her feet from her fat ass. This fucking move.
Holy crap.
Look, she like right up to her feet. Pow!
Here, I turned my phone sideways for this.
That's a lot of weight coming in.
Didn't she, wasn't she at ATCW one time?
Yeah, Scotty fell in love with her.
Whew.
Yeah, Scotty. So that was.
I'm surprised I'm surprised the whole ring didn't collapse.
That was crazy. That was our little segment that we like to call "Whoa-pow!" So, well, that's it, boys. That's all I got. What do you got? You got anything else?
I got nothing.
I got jack squat, man. I think we've covered everything we need to.
I think we did, and we got it in here in 45 minutes. That's actually pretty good, man. Pretty good.
That's a record for us.
You know what? We didn't go enough to the chat. Let's go check the chat, see if there's anything that we are missing. Not sure about, but there's a video.
Owen Hardy must be asleep, or he mowed his other 9.5 toes off, because I don't see him in the chat as usual.
Crazy not to have him in here. We had a comment
maybe Brian grounded him.
We did have a comment on YouTube from someone who doesn't speak English very well. You got a skinny face. I don't know who he was talking to, but I don't. Gawana Abdullah. Thanks for the skinny face comment, bro. People were so dumb. Anyway, I think he was talking to Scotty. I don't know. You got to.
I do have this nice skinny face right here.
You got a face for COVID.
Oh, wow.
So, all right. On that note, that's gonna do it here for Highway Wrestling. We will be back Monday, I'm sure. And if anything pops up in between, if Chris Jericho decides he's gonna show his dick to somebody, we're on it.
Yeah,
we're gonna be all over it. So,
oof.
Yeah.
Don't know if you want to. Don't go there.
All right. So for Ricky and Scotty and myself, Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
On the hard way.
Peace.